Good afternoon, everyone. I wanted to chat with you a little bit today about anxiety. I was added to a mom's group. Actually, I keep getting added to mom's groups, which is wonderful, but I don't want to be the person that's commenting on every post like, here's what you have to do, here's what we get to figure out, let's do blood work, because I don't want to be that person. So I thought I'd come on and share my thoughts with you real quick. So, as someone myself who lives with anxiety, who has had a history of depression and all kinds of issues with that, I used to be in the camp where this is just the way it is. This is how I just have to live my life. Everyone needs to work around me. I had some really significant issues postpartum with my son and having anxiety, like to the point where I couldn't go to the grocery store because my anxiety was so bad, my fear was so bad. And what I have found over the past few years, and especially in working with women with anxiety, which is one of my favorite things to work with women, and finding that root cause, as is it something that's emotional? Is it something where you have yourself so stressed out you can't control it, because whether you call yourself type A, you have a history of trauma or abuse or manipulation that's causing this anxiety? Is it something as simple as histamine issues or endocrine issues where we need to fix brain inflammation? Is it adrenal fatigue? Is it something that could be supported during the day with oils and supplements? It can be that easy. So I think the other part that I want to share with you today too is I have a number of clients who are able to manage their anxiety through blood sugar managing. So making sure they're eating consistently, they're not going all day until 4 o'clock without food, that they're not relying on coffee. That's like the number one trigger too for anxiety. That they're taking care of themselves, that they have good sleep hygiene, and then they're taking their supplements. They're doing the program. And I'll tell you what, like, I have my box of supplements, all of my supplements and oils on my kitchen counter, and it's awesome. It's given me such amazing relief where, and I've honed in on my diet and what was giving me those issues. And really is that 12 o'clock coffee with lunch. So we had to cut that out. And making sure, again, like eating breakfast, eating lunch, managing blood sugar issues, things like that. But I find that the people who don't have success are the ones who are texting me saying, I don't feel better. Did you take your supplements? No, I won't take those. Did you eat today? No, I'm not interested in eating. So I I don't want to pick on anybody, because sometimes I have my bad days too, right? Like, you're allowed to have good days and bad days. And you still have to do the work. So when you're feeling really good, it's really easy to be like, I'm fixed, I'm done, I don't need this anymore, and be done with it. And then a week later, you're completely falling apart because you missed all your supplements, you missed eating, and your body just regressed and the inflammation took over again. So I think my parting words to you will be to, one, get to the root cause of what's causing anxiety. I love therapy. I love life coaches. I refer to them often. They're super duper important. It's something that I think everybody should be doing, especially if you're struggling with mood issues. But it can also be addressed through blood work, figuring out what's going on there, blood sugar, doing a saliva test for your cortisol, your melatonin, your estrogen, your testosterone, figuring out why they're out of balance, and really honing in on what is causing it. So that way you're not stuck in these repetitive cycles over and over again of having bad days with no solutions. So get to that root cause, do the testing, be super consistent, and don't give up on yourself. And medication isn't a bad thing necessarily. I don't personally take any, and I used to when I was younger, and it kind of actually just really messed me up. So we tend not to go down those roads, but there's nothing wrong with that. So if you need to reach out and get additional medical support, get a prescription, let's find the right person for you, but let's keep digging into what's going on, what's triggering you, and how you can get the best support in all areas. So I love you guys. I appreciate you being here. I am here to help you. I am really excited to just work with women who struggle with these issues and are ready to take control of their health, to their lives, with how they're feeling, because it is in your hands and we can figure it out together. So, oh, hi, Crystal. You say, do you work with children in this manner to 8 years old? It depends on how old. 8 years old, we can definitely manage that as well in my practice. Sometimes, because everything I do is telemedicine, so over the phone, I do like children to see providers in person. So I take them on a case by case basis depending on what's going on. So if you want to chat, message me real quick and we can figure out that together. I appreciate that. My daughter is going to be 12 soon, and she actually has my anxiety. Yay, genetics, right? So, I can share, maybe I'll do another post. I can share what we do with her. We do a lot of emotional freedom technique, the tapping. We do a lot of essential oils, and we also do a lot of talking and asking a lot of questions and working around it. Um, and the biggest thing that I think changed her anxiety was getting her back on omegas. So she does the liquid supplements with doTERRA because that just feeds her brain, it feeds her adrenals, and the oils are really helpful too. She was the one who was putting peppermint and wild orange in her diffuser all night and then not sleeping. So when we figured out that's what she was doing, we were able to change up her diffuser at night. So she got those sleeping calming oils like vetiver, cedarwood, lavender, balance, things like that to help her be calm. Um, and let's see. And sometimes doing the occupational therapy type work, like cross crawl patterning, um, just basic exercise, heavy work, like pushing things that are heavy, picking things up that are heavy can also be calming for the nervous system. And cranial sacral therapy can also be extremely helpful for anxiety. So here's a little tidbit of what we do for our kids. So, all right, everyone, I'm going to hop off here before I got to get to my next appointment. So if you have any questions or need any insight, shoot me a message or comment below and we'll get you taken care of. So have a great day. Thanks.